Greetings, screeners and meters. It's another edition to Check It If Collected, and today we're going to be checking out Mastermind's creation Stray Asterisk mode. That is right, screeners and meters. This is their blue version of Drift, and oh my goodness, I cannot wait. Let's go. Everybody. Okay, screeners and meters, here's the box. Just the outer shell, if to be exact. There you see the other box coming around the bottoms. There's the side. You see the Mastermind creations and the back. And then you have his cowl, or you have his cape, or you have his cloak, however you want to call it, however you want to use it. So you have that. I'm going to take this and pull this out of the box, and you see that really cool sheen green. That is awesome. Just really awesome. Checking that out and everything. Really digging it. That's awesome. And there it is. So you know what to look for. That is it. And then we open this up. Now, I have not taken this out of the package yet. It's still in there, and it has this little protection thing. So what we're going to do is definitely check that out. So with that being said, let's go and check out and see what's inside the box. And he is out of the box, and screeners and meters, he looks absolutely amazing. Drift is definitely on point. Left this out. We're going to look inside this package just for a second there, and we're just going to look exactly at this. I mean, just the blue, the contrast, the matte finish, just really great looking. I mean, this is my first figure of this mold when it comes to Drift, of the Stray line, the R32, if I'm not mistaken. And I probably am. So don't please, screeners, don't freaking me on that. But just a beautiful looking figure, just really beautiful looking figure. Yeah, so we're gonna take a look at the cowl, since we have this already out and stuff, and take a look at that. We're gonna put this down and check this out right about now. I should say more of a cape. I should say more of a cape or a cloak. Is basically what it is. I'm not sure if he used it for anything and stuff, but of course, if you walk in this stuff, it's drape. Whatever you want to call it, stuff is your mold, is what you want to do with it. And you can see right here has the logo on it, and then it comes out about this far, and then the set will go through here, and there is a wire that kind of keeps it kind of stabilized, which I think is great. I think that is a great addition to having that, so you can kind of make it drape the way it want to. And then there's this I mean, I don't know if what this is supposed to be, maybe an extra part that comes off his arm or stuff, or whatever the deal may be, but it's two separate pieces. And right here, you're gonna look at the blades. Probably just one of the blades. It looks like it's just maybe the great sword in there. Nope, all three swords are in there. Okay, as you can see, all three blades are in there, and it's just in a zippy lock bag. And just to get that there open, so see all of them all together. And they are this very not metal, but softer plastic. So you may be a knockoff that's going to probably go and make these metal in the future and stuff. But I prefer kind of a softer plastic. The finish tends to stay on longer, in my honest opinion. But if you can see right now, that's more of the traditional blade that Drift's been using, probably like in the movie and stuff, and all with the Generations line and stuff. So this is actually pretty cool. So you have the great sword here, and it's already in pieces and stuff. But this is absolutely a great finish off that back there, and this is really cool. I mean, just really digging that finish. Back up some more. Just looking at that, I wouldn't mind if they had a medallion in the middle to actually show, and that would be kind of cool and stuff. Make sure this is the right way. Once it's in there, it's in there. So, actually, nope. I guess it has one way. Has a little bit of paint chipping on there, but I guess that would work. But let's see. Actually, no. It's better the other way. So, all right, that's done deal. Yeah, screeners and meter. I mean, look like it might leave a little fingerprint finish, or fingerprint if you go in there. But again, that's a great sword, so that works. That is seriously working. Cool. For the storage for the blades in vehicle mode, you want to do this. You want to make sure you look for those holes. You probably know this from Mastermind Creation. You can pick this part up here. You lift that up if you want, wish, and then have this kind of give you some extra space in there if you want. All right, have that there, you know, and do whatever way you wish. Make sure the slots line up right inside there. Make sure the blades are pointing inside, and you want to make sure that lines up right perfectly. You have it on the right side. Bring the blade in from the cabin to the back. Put the blade in there. That's your first one. Take the other one. Do the same. Make sure it matches. Just like so. It does. Put it here. There you go. And you take the blade here, and you can. I just take it what I've just realized and just put it right in here and kind of like leave it halfway from there on in, but not with it sticking down like I just did, but like this. And that's it. There he is. You have Mastermind Creation Stray Asterisk mode, and that is a smashing looking, just really clean transformation. It gets kind of loose like that, but really love it. I really cool. Really can't get enough of it, and I absolutely love this thing. It is absolutely great figure, really great figure. So I recommend this thing. I really do. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and look at Drift and actually bring in the ruler. All right, as you can see right there, Drift stands in alt mode, and the vehicle mode is just under 2 inches, so he's really flat. It's really close to the ground. That's really cool. So digging that indeed. And yes, he does roll, probably not the best surface, and even then this one's kind of off a little bit. I did flatten him out a little bit, but he does roll, but not on the best surface. This part's sticking up a little bit, but I don't want to crush and move him anyway, since we're just going through the review and such and so and stuff. But that's it from there on in. Let me see if this top part opens. Maybe a little button and stuff, and maybe it slides up. It does, because it moves forward. That's pretty much about it. So, but you know, whatever. But let's go and see what it looks like by the vehicle side-by-side comparison. All right, there's Generations Drift, Age of Extinction's Crosshairs. That's deluxe oversized. Leader Class Bumblebee. Human Alliance size swipe, alternators dead ends, and that actually works on the size. Last Night Hound, that works. That's, you know, and deluxe oversized RID Drift, and that works too. And there is Upscale's Gen Pal Scrapper, and that actually works. All these are actually working very well. So yeah. All right, so let's look at the human size by size comparison. All right, here you have your Legos, you have your Block Tech or Brick Tech, I can't remember on the names exactly, and then you have the Mega Block / Mega Construct. So that's you'll see what, you know, the human size by size comparison scale. So screens and meters, with that being said, let's go and get this thing transformed and see what it's all about. Okay, screens and meters, here he is. Mastermind's Creation R32 Stray Asterisk mode, and he looks absolutely great. My goodness, so happy about this figures. So happy about this figure. Excuse me. Have some issues with it, but we're not going to worry about that right now. We have the cowl on him. Cape. We have on him with the drape, whatever you want to call it and stuff, the cloak. Again, it's up to you how you want to have it and stuff, whatever the deal may be, his cloth, sash, whatever you want to call it. All right, I have the extra piece here, which comes off or goes along with it. Back up some more here so we can actually see what we're actually working with. And I have it right draped over him, have him already in posability. And just so you see, screeners and meters, this thing looks absolutely great. I mean, that is Drift all the way. Drift with the comic book mixed in there. I couldn't be happy with it. I think this has to be the best figure of Drift by far right now. I mean, just simply amazing. I mean, just to take out one blade here off the side here. Really snug and tight. Really good. Really nice and stuff. Love the great sword. Thinks that absolutely, I think that is great. Just really on point. But you can see right now what the issue is already and stuff, and I'm pretty much the same thing with all of them, probably because of the arms coming off. But again, just the posability of him, you know, just has that size that's just fits perfect. Not really Voyager, not really leader, you know, and stuff. Has kind of more of that deluxe scale with the limbs. Just really great figure by far. With that being said, I'm enough of that rambling, and let's go and just take our articulation of that. Let's go and get the sword out of his hand. Move this. We're going to start the feet first. Okay, I'm going to have here stand straight up. All right, the feet is on a ball joint, so you can swivel it left to right, back and forth. And then due to transformation, you do get that good bend and also a good kick. And it does have just that extra posability if you need him to just kind of sit and pose where you want him to be. All right, and then you come up here to the shin area. Of course, you do not get any turn in the shin area, whatever the deal may be and stuff or whatever, but you do get a pull out there. Again, that could be used through the transformation. That can be used for some posability, whatever do as per stop motion or whatever deal may be. You do get some of this part here. This it sits on a ball joint as far as his knee cover or knee guard goes. All right, you do get that 90-degree bend. Of course, that is pretty much a standard with figures now and stuff. You do have the upper thigh swivel. That's a full 60-degree, but really tight. All right. Okay, you're going to come here to the waist area. You do not have no left or right crunch, but you do get a front crunch. No front crunch. All right, nope. But you do get a swivel, full 60-degree, but tight. But be careful with the fars here. These pieces will pop off. It hasn't popped up on yet as far as the hilts goes for the sword, but you trust me, just be careful with it. It does have the skirt before we go any further up, so you have that posability that comes in very well. All right, you come up to his head. All right, back up a little bit. It is on a ball joint, so you can get all around 360-degree, but be careful, it's very sharp up here. All right, you do have come over to the arm. You do have the backwards bend. No backwards bend in the elbow, but you do have the front 90-degree bend, and you do have the hand that is on a ball joint, which is a small hand, but again, it still works for the figure and stuff because the scale works very well. Let's go back to the area. The backpack you have with the sword, it fits right in there. That's good enough for me. The cloak and everything that works. Also, the cockpit window could be used for something else to hold maybe a blade or a blaster or something of such like that. So that works for me on that. So that is pretty much about it. Okay, screeners and meaners. Put him aside here. Keep the cloak over here and put the blade back in the hilt. All right. So see there, so I have them to the housing and to the side there, and let's go ahead and check out that height. Actually, let's check out the height. Check out the height first before we get to the size by size comparison. All right, and he is 6.5, 7 inches or so, and that is a great scale. That is a great scale to fit with pretty much anything. Pretty much that. So screeners and meaners. Let's go and get into the size by size comparison. Okay, screeners and meaners, there is KBB, Nemesis Prime, Deluxe Oversize RID Bumblebee, Alternators Dead End, Parakill, his Mastermind Creation Brethren, and that's a Terminus mode. I can't remember his name. It's Great Shot. That's the second coming of Six Shot, Deluxe Oversize Drift RID, and Generations Deluxe Drift. That looks cool. Okay, screeners and meaners, let's go and check out the human size by size comparison. Okay, screeners and meaners, and here you are. You have your Lego, you have your Mega Blocks / Mega Constructs, and you have the Blocks Tech / Block Brick Tech. Not exactly sure the names still fall kind of fuzzy and stuff because it's still same mode with the same figures, doesn't matter. Okay, screeners and meaners. With that being said, without further ado, you have more to view, so let's see what this version of Drift can do. Okay, screeners and meters, hope you guys enjoy that stop motions there. And before we get into the pros and cons about the figure, I know everyone's going to probably ask me this, but the comparison of the great swords with Generation Drifts versus the Asterisk or the R32 mold. So here's a comparison of the blades. I was going to save this for a whole drift comparison because I do not have the movie Drift, the one of my favorites out right now and stuff. I actually haven't put them away, so I'm going to have to do a comparison with all the drifts that I do have or up to date to them as far as I have with the difference of mold. But right now, honestly, I don't know which one you guys would choose, but honestly, right now, I think this looks better, but it needs to be more detailed like this. I'm not feeling the whole gray all the way down, but the insert of the gold looks great. But I would prefer these indentations as far as the lettering to be inside here on the blade here, and then this would win it for me. But as for right now, what gets me about this blade is that the way it comes up here and you have the little indentation, and then you have so much of the articulation point on that, so it works very well. Now, so this is solid plastic like kind of flimsy mold. This is here a little bit more solid and stuff, but it has that gold pill peak and stuff. I mean, honestly, looking at it and stuff, I just saw this now and stuff that it does kind of both have it with the same mold, but just to be kind of on that tip, I honestly believe that if the indentation on this blade will win by far and stuff, but this here just really does it to this whole look. It's just really, it still gets me to this day. It really does and stuff. It's very simplified and on that point. All right, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and just move this drift out the way because it's not his spotlight, it's this spotlight of this drift. Okay, screeners, meters, and the pros and cons about it. The pros are up first. Pros is absolutely amazing figure, great. I wouldn't have say anything bad about it whatsoever if it wasn't for one continuous issue, which takes us right into the cons. The arms pop off here. Luckily, they've snapped right back on. No problem, but the arms do pop off very easily, and that is a problem. Also, the point here on the top of the heads are very sharp, so you got to be careful when you're putting the cloak on and stuff because it can actually dig into it. Other than that, screeners and meters, I think it actually is great. Oh my goodness, I recommend this figure so much. So if you guys see this, I would honestly tell you right now to go ahead and scoop it up, because honestly, with those two things that I said about it wouldn't even matter because it doesn't care, because this thing is sitting on your shelf, hands down, drop the mic and walk away. It is simple as that. Okay, screeners and meters, thank you so much. Appreciate for the watch. I know the future may change a little bit on this thing. The base of the channel may be more on the stop motion basis and some other things that I have into work and stuff. It's just me and stuff, whatever deal may be, but at the same time and stuff, it's just his future and how you do when you things and stuff, and things come about. Life does happen, as simple as that. For the detail of that in the future to come, but for now, let's go enjoy what we have. Okay, screens and meters, thanks for the watch. Appreciate it so much. Do what you do as long as you do it well. Jero Network, and I'm out. Later.